Finally, we take an inside look into a special new collection of gold coins. And here with us in studio to discuss it, I'm happy to introduce founder and CEO of the Israel Innovation Fund and host of the JNS Wine with Adam Bellos. Hi, Adam. Always good to have you.
Hi, thank you for having me again.
Great. So what can you tell us about the tale of Eliezer and Rivka, about a biblical tale?
So if you remember last time I was on here, we were talking about the Jacob's Ladder coin, and you actually asked me what my favorite coin was, and I told you it was this one because I love this story.
Show it to us.
So the coin depicts the meeting of Rivka and Eliezer at the well, and I don't know if you know the background of this story, but this comes right after Chayei Sarah, where Abraham has lost Sarah, and he decides that he must send out his servant Eliezer to find a wife for his son Yitzchak. And he goes out to the biblical home of Abraham prior to the land of Israel, to the land of Ur, and he finds Rivka at a well, and he's overtaken by her kindness, coming to help him with water and, if I'm correct, feed his camel. I believe he specifically was riding a camel and fed them water and food, and that is how we were given the introduction to the matriarch Rivka.
Now, Adam, I understand there's a new line named V'zot Torah. What does it include exactly? What does it have, this line?
So if I'm correct and I understand what Golden Wallet is doing, is what they're doing is taking like very specific biblical imagery from specific stories and putting them onto coins. So like we talked about last time, Jacob's dream, this is the story of Eliezer meeting Rivka. I'm not sure what they have in store for us next, but there will be a third coin down the line, I assume. So what they're doing is they're mixing stories from the Torah and coin collecting. So it's actually a very interesting market that they're starting to create, especially for coin collectors.
Yeah, last time we had presents for Hanukkah. What is it this time?
Well, what month is it? It's January.
It's almost,
Purim.
It's
almost
soon.
Purim.
Tu B'Shvat.
It's almost Tu B'Shvat. It's almost the end of January.
There's always something
There's
to
always
celebrate.
something. Listen, if you have somebody in your life that you want to spoil, there's always a day to spoil them. You don't need an excuse for a holiday.
Now, another thing that's really interesting, the coin's value is constantly going up, right? How does that work?
So if you look at the rising prices of precious metals right now, which are actually one of the smartest things that you can invest in, given inflation and the volatility of not only the stock market, but also the crypto market, where a lot of people like to put their money these days, gold, silver, precious metals have always been a very secure place to put your money. And so this kind of mixes the idea of collecting biblical items, so to speak, and investing in precious metals.
And what's actually the price of such a coin? There are different sizes.
There's different sizes. So this is a 1 ounce full bullion.
Can you show me the smaller ones?
Yeah, I can show you the smaller one, but it's very hard to make out. But if you actually notice, the detail is very fine. And one of the things that I told you the last time I was on was that the coin that I was presenting was not my favorite coin, because I thought that this specific coin just had so much more detail. I don't know if you look at the palm tree in it and you look at the stones in this coin, the bigger one is just a little bit easier to see, but there's two versions of the coin, both in silver and in gold. So you have a 1 ounce silver, a 1 ounce gold, a 0.25 ounce gold, and a 0.25 ounce silver. The smaller gold one goes for about $380, if I'm correct. The smaller silver one goes for about $180, $187. And then the bigger silver goes for a little bit more than $1,800. And the bigger gold one, which is my favorite, not just because it's bigger and not just because it's gold.
Bigger and it's more expensive.
Forget more expensive. When you're talking about precious metals, you want to put as much money into one thing as you can. So buying a small coin isn't a bad thing. It's a great way to park money, but I just love the bigger gold coin. I just think it's beautiful. And it goes for about $3,800, give or take maybe $50, $60. I can't remember the exact price off the top of my head.
Sounds really like a great investment. Where can we get it, actually?
So if you go to goldenwallet.co.il, you can order a coin. They have a lot more coins other than just the specific one that you see here. And listen, if you have a young person that's gonna have a bar mitzvah soon, this is a great bar mitzvah present because it's something Jewish or something biblical, depicting a biblical story, and it's a great investment. It would also be a great gift, believe it or not, for a new young couple that's just getting married. It's a nice small investment if you're willing to spend that kind of money on somebody.
It's a really special gift. Adam Bellos, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Like always.